This is the leg tuck.
So a couple key points of performance for this is you always have to start at the dead hang and finish at the dead hang. The elbow crack does not need to be that much, so you don't need to pull yourself up all the way to the bar. Go ahead and relax. You only need to pull yourself up that far so there's a visible bend in your elbow to decrease the distance to the bar. After you bend your elbows, go ahead and then lean back with you. You can see that his body tilts back to decrease the space with the bar. Go ahead and relax and dismount. As he does that, as he leans back and cracks his elbows, his lower body is bringing his knees up like he's doing a sit-up in mid-air. That's because he has good motor control, good muscular endurance, and really good core between his shoulders and his knees. But also he has the ability to manipulate his body mechanically to decrease the space between his chest and the bar while he brings his knees up and touches his elbows. Then he comes back down into a dead hang again. If you can master those parts of this movement, you'll have no trouble doing 20 of these things. All right, so we're going to just talk about some strengthening and muscular endurance motor control movements you can do to get better at the hanging leg tuck. So one of them is the left side plank. This is something you can see in 4 for the core. You can see that his shoulder, his hips, and his ankles are all in line. Go ahead and bring your shoulders back just a little bit. Great, he has a neutral gaze. And you're going to do this for anywhere from 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 seconds up into 60 seconds. Go ahead and relax. He's going to demonstrate a right-sided plank. What we're looking for here is basically from your ankles to your knees, to your hips, to your shoulders, all being in line. And if I took a rod and put it through the skull, the tip of his skull down through his spine and through his leg, it would be one straight line. So that's what we're looking for there. Go ahead and relax. A couple things that's going to do is going to strengthen our left to right side and balance. It's also going to start to protect all the things that we need to be strong and be able to handle strength movements in our shoulders and our elbows and all of our single joints that we don't get a lot of. It's also going to build core strength between our shoulders and our knees, and also start to build a little bit of pathways from our brain to our muscles to tell them to work. Real basic movements. As far as the planks go, you can also just do 4C every day. There's that's not going to hurt you. Next thing we're going to demonstrate is what's called, it's a basic gymnastics movement on the floor. It's not really a movement, it's more of a core hold. It's called the hollow hold, and then we're going to teach you a hollow rock. So the hollow body hold is this. He's going to point and curl his toes like he's trying to reach the building over there. The only thing that's touching the ground is his tailbone and his hips, maybe some of his low back. His scaps are off the ground, and his biceps, his ears are right in line with his biceps back here. This is something you'll hold. Go ahead and relax. This is something you'll hold again 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, up into a minute to maybe 2 minutes of a hold. The basic ability here for you to be able to do is 90 seconds. So work your way up to being able to do 5 sets of this, 5 sets of side planks at 90 seconds apiece. But you might need to start off with 5-second increments until you have the ability to hold yourself for 90 seconds at one time. The hollow rock is very similar, so he's going to come into the hollow hold, and then he's just going to rock his body like that. If he can hold his biceps by his ears, that's even better. Go ahead and relax. Nice. And you can do those in sets of 5, 10, 15, 20, or rep schemes, and then sets of like 3 to 5 to get better at that. Another problem that we're seeing with the leg tuck, the hanging leg tuck, is grip strength. So this is just an old school. We used to do this in elementary school. It's just a max hang. We're not going to do a max hang yet, especially if you're just at the very beginning and you're doing just some coordination and muscular endurance work. You're just going to hang for 5 to 10 seconds. Go ahead and relax. And then from there, what you would do is one of your core movements, and then you'd come back to hang, and then one of your core movements, and then come back to hang for 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of repeated effort. And then the next week, the hope is that you're climbing in that time zone every time until you're able to do over a minute of a hang. The next hang I'm going to show you is the supinated grip hang. So Instead of overhand, you're reversing in that chin-up position, and what this is doing is working the larger, meatier muscles on this side of your forearm instead of the smaller muscles on this side of your forearm. So this is also going to help your grip, and this is the same thing. You'll alternate between this and the pronated grip. Go ahead and relax. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up until you can hold yourself up for over a minute. You're going to alternate these with your core workouts down on the ground. What that's doing is it's building muscular endurance, your ability to control your upper body and your lower body, and then have those move in a synchronous form throughout the workout. On now is that mixed grip pull-up. So this is kind of a hybrid of your climbing drill. All Sergeant Peck's going to do is relax. He's going to come in that switch grip, and he's just going to do pull-ups and relax. If you can't do those, just pull as far as you can. So just pull up like your forearm right there and come down. Go ahead and relax. A couple of things this is doing is, one, it's building our ability to pull up over obstacles, our ability to do the actual climbing drills that we're supposed to be able to do as soldiers, and it's giving him a little bit of motor coordination, right? So control over the muscle groups that he needs to control to be able to pull himself up. Once you've done that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reps, he's going to go into some knee-ups. So he's going to hang from the bar in that mixed grip or in this overhand grip, whichever one you want to do. So show him the mixed grip like that. Go ahead and relax, since this is the pattern we're going to be moving. And he's just going to raise his knees up. Just come up to parallel. There, and then he'll get higher and higher and higher until he can bring them up to his elbows. Go ahead and relax. Once you've accomplished those tasks, you should be able to start to put together the original movement, which is the hanging leg tuck.